Good evening. Welcome to the Board of Selectmen's meeting on Monday, August 3rd, 2026. We'll start the meeting at 6:02. Could I get a roll call, please, Audrey?
Elizabeth Costa,
Excused.
Bill Coy,
Here.
Jay DeRoche,
Here.
Jonathan Gifford,
Here.
Tyler Shorman.
Here.
And if we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Public comment. Doesn't look like there's anybody here for public comment. We're going to switch up the agenda first to the highway safety grant agreement so we can get the chief out of here. He's been here since 5 o'clock. He had a meeting before. So what do we got for the highway safety grant? Sure.
Do you got stuff, Jerry? Or you want that agreement?
Hi, good evening. This was the grant that we've been applying for the past few years. It's $8,500 for traffic safety through Department of Safety. So we did get approved for it. It just needs official approval by the Selectmen. And what it is, it covers our specific grant patrols for DWIs, for speed patrols, as well as distracted driving, as well as a couple other campaigns throughout the year. So it offsets those costs for 4-hour blocks that we do throughout the course of the year. It runs October of this year through September of next, 2027. And it's $8,500 to offset those costs.
And what kind of things do you do? I know.
So we do, yeah, what we do is it's 4-hour blocks that we put out throughout target times throughout the year on problem nights or problem days to specifically have an officer dedicated to traffic enforcement for those 4 hours. So they're out of the call rotation, they're working this grant patrol, and just they're conducting motor vehicle stops. They're required to stop at least 12 vehicles during a 4-hour block, so 3 stops an hour. And then there's a ratio for citations to warnings and things like that the state puts out as well. But it's a dedicated officer for specific traffic enforcement for those 4-hour blocks.
We've done this in the past, you said?
Yeah, we've been doing it the last 3 years at least. Okay. We've been doing it for a while, then we had stopped, and then we picked it back up a few years ago. So yeah, it's $8,500. And it's really dependent on staffing as well. So there are some years we use it up pretty quick because we have officers that are able to staff these patrols, and other times we've had to turn back a little bit of the money sometimes if we don't have the staffing, because obviously patrol is priority. So these are extra shifts that we don't always have the bodies for, and that's always the biggest concern with us and other agencies as well with staffing. But we've been doing great this year. We have through the end of September to use up the rest of the funds that we have for this current, the 2026 fiscal year.
Is there much left over?
There's really not. There's one campaign coming up for specifically for the DWIs that's coming up mid-August to the beginning of September. So we're looking to utilize those funds over that 2-week span. But we're in a pretty good spot this year, better than we've been in the past as far as utilizing all the funds. So we're looking to do the same money that we've got in the past couple of years, the $8,500 specifically for traffic. So we're fortunate to get it from the state, and I think it's a great thing for the town, and just offset some of the duties of our patrol officers, and they get to really just get out there and just concentrate on traffic enforcement.
Well, it's good to kind of look at too if you ever want to expand to 3 officers, and we keep growing, but you're getting a little sample of that of seeing how it makes it different when you have someone dedicated to that, and you have the other 2 officers that are still on. So it gives you a little vision into the future, maybe too.
Definitely.
And just for a note to our public, all of the funds that are brought in through fines, those go direct to the state, correct?
They do not go to the town. I know there's a misconception that the tickets or citations, traffic citations that we write or our officers write go back to the town. They do not. They go to the state of New Hampshire. It helps fund the police academy, helps fund the training through things like that. It goes into the state. So the local ordinances, the traffic tickets, the parking tickets, and like the no through trucking local ordinances, those go back to the town. But the state of New Hampshire citations go to the state. So the only revenue that we see, and we have a whole spreadsheet we can show you as far as what revenue we bring in for the town, but it pales in comparison to the state fines.
In those times we see the state in here pulling trucks over and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's something totally different than this, right?
Yeah, that's directed enforcement that we have with state police. They've been great coming and doing the commercial truck enforcement. So we just did another one back in June. Yeah, they come in typically on a Friday. They'll come in and just really encompass the whole town. They send their whole team in at a time. So they're looking forward to doing that again sometime in the fall, they said as well. So they'll be back again. But we dedicate a couple officers that day out of just the strict overtime budget to just enforce no through trucking complaints at the local level. And then they're able to utilize state police to come in and do the inspections on the commercial motor vehicles during it too. So we've done it twice over the last 6 months, and it's been great. 2 times we've done it. So we're looking forward to doing it again in the fall at some point.
Jay, you had questions? You have anything? Good.
Well, if you guys are good.
It's something we pretty much do every year, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I make a
Grant
motion
money.
to accept the terms of the Highway Safety Grant, number 27-153, as presented, the amount of $8,500. Also authorize the town manager to sign on the behalf of the select board.
I'll second it.
All right, Tyler, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So 400. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And next up, we have Joy DeRoche from Med Spa. Come on up. Sorry to push you back one, but we had the chief here since 5 o'clock, so.
No worries.
So you're looking to do an outside event, it looks like? Is that it?
Yes. Yeah, so I've been there. It'll be 1 year as of September 13th. So I'm looking to have a 1-year anniversary celebration and have celebrate other local women-owned businesses.
And so what type of event will it be? It's outside. What do you plan on doing?
Yeah, so I'm going to have the front parking lot will have women-owned vendors, and then inside I'll have sales and things like that for my business. So it's just going to be an anniversary celebration and supporting other women businesses, female-owned businesses.
Now that you're on TV, if you just want to let everyone know exactly where you're located, so everyone knows.
I am at the old depot, the old train station, so 155 Main Street. I'm a medical spa, so we offer Botox, laser hair removals, facials, lash lift and tints, things like that. So we're going to be having everything on sale that day. We're going to be having raffles. The other women-owned businesses will be there too, that people can come and support them as well. So I'm looking for approval for parking today too.
Okay.
So, and I wrote out a little parking plan for you
okay.
guys as well. That's in the folder.
It's in
In the folder?
Yeah. So essentially, I'm going to have any of the vendors and people helping set up come early, and they're going to park initially in my spot, drop everything off. They'll be going across the street, and then the dentist office gave me permission, that's next door, to have all of the vendors and people helping out park there. They just don't want patrons parking there, so I'm hoping to be parked across the street. I did hire a police detail. They just don't give it out until 2 weeks prior, but I did already look into that and have them on standby. It's going to be September 10th, and where it is outside, I do have a rain date of September 17th, and it's going to be from 4 to 8 p.m., and we should have everything cleared out by 9 o'clock.
What day of the week is that? So
A Thursday.
Thursday?
Yep.
And sounds like all the neighbors seem okay with this. So
So I have a planning board meeting on August 19th, and they notified the abutters, so.
I don't have a problem with it.
You're right there.
oh, the-
You're here to get approval from the Board of Selectmen because you need that as part of the planning board.
Yeah, they need the parking to be approved before I can go in front of the planning board.
Does it have to be by a motion?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, then I make a motion, we approve our plans.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Jay kind of has to be quiet on this one.
I abstain.
Staying, that's where I figured you were
Just
going.
checking.
Yeah, so you have our approval,
So good luck.
parking.
Awesome.
Good luck. I hope you have great weather and the day works out great for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Do we need to give her some type of letter or anything?
I can put the motion together and forward it off to Shay.
Okay,
Perfect.
That
that's
helps.
good enough. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
That'll do.
And maybe if somebody's here, we'll be at that planning board meeting that night too, might say something. Maybe.
That's what I was figuring.
All right, and the public hearing, that was something we're postponing.
Postponed for 2 weeks. Yes. Till next.
This is what you call a pretty quick meeting, huh? So I guess what I have up next is just approve the consent agenda. And on the consent agenda, we have the BOS draft minutes for July 6, 2026, July 13th, 2026. We don't have the manifest, and there's just, and that was really it, right?
There's no appointments, is it?
Right. It was just the draft minutes. If anyone wants to make that motion.
I make a motion to accept the BOS draft minutes of 7/6/26 and 7/13/26 and accounts payable manifest.
I'll second it.
There is no manifest. Okay. Okay,
Seconded.
all right, second by Tyler. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Just 4-0-0. There we go. Did that. And so that's really all the agenda items. So next up, Selectmen's reports. Tyler, what do you got for us?
Don't have too much. I do want to say, though, that tomorrow is National Night Out at Park. So I've been working with the rec director and the police there to just kind of coordinate that and make sure everything goes smoothly. We're supposed to have great weather. Be a bunch of food trucks, Kona Ice, different departments, a lot there to see. And I think there's going to be a lot of people that show up. So other than that, not too much.
Yeah, and with the night out, I know the police are very instrumental in that, and they've got a lot of the departments showing up.
Yep. Supposed to be a lot more than last year.
Right, so, you know, like you said, there was a DJ there and a food truck, so it should be a good night out to have
Do you
the
have a
kids come.
touch truck going on too?
I think they're doing some of that. I think Danny might be bringing down one of the loaders like he did last year. So between that, they have other fire departments coming. I think there's 3 food trucks, 2 dessert ones, 1 Kona Ice, something else, a DJ.
Fire will be there too, so I'm sure they'll be bringing something.
She has some giveaways to give out and stuff that they got through a grant or money that was set aside for this National Night Out. So it's perfect.
It'll be a nice night too.
The weather looks perfect.
Yeah.
Better than today.
Exactly, if be wet as could be, it'll all be dry by then.
I mean, I'm sure some of the baseball fields will still be a little wet tomorrow, but
That's, you never know, right?
Nope.
And Tyler, what time is that?
5:30 to 8 at Park.
Thank you.
Yeah, there was a good turnout there last year.
It really was. And that was the first one we had done.
Right.
And they've been planning this one now for a couple months. And I think they're already starting to talk about next year and plan more.
Yeah, so hopefully they get the word out and they can get a good crowd there tomorrow night.
Yep.
Because that'll be good for the kids to go.
Yes.
Jay?
I had a budget meeting and a CIP meeting. The budget meeting, they were going through their policies and procedures. And then CIP, we reviewed maintenance in the library. So I think we're going to invite, there were just some questions, but I think we're going to invite in, some of the highway folks and maintenance folks just to talk through some of the items. Nothing, it's just more getting clarification and understanding and organizing it out over the next few years and see how that's all going to work out. So the chair, Dan Kane, is he's looking to trim down the CIP a little bit so it's a little more not so overwhelming because there's a lot of information in there. So we're going to try to make it more of a high-level summary with a bunch of appendages where you can refer back to. But it will still have all the information, just a more trimmed down initial version for people to look at. So, but that's it.
John?
Well, I didn't have any meetings, but if you are on Facebook, you'll see I've been busy doing the perambulation, which is going around and finding all of the original stone markers for all the different towns, Atkinson, Hampstead, Kingston, and then we have to do Haverhill as well. So it's fun. It's a great walk in the woods and get to see a little bit of the history of the town.
Let me know when you do Haverhill. I'll go with you.
Yeah, it'd be
Perfect.
kind of neat looking out there, seeing things that you never saw before.
It's amazing. Some of the stones are marked with drill marks. So, I mean, if it wasn't for coordinates, you'd never be able to find these things. So it's pretty amazing.
Cool, and I know myself, where it's kind of towards the end of the month, you don't have as many meetings and things like that. Did have a planning board meeting. I did have to participate in a site walk for a potential, what 29 units could possibly going in off Hoyt Farm Road. So went out there with the builder, Steve Keach, the town engineer. Danny was there just to kind of look at sight lines, because that's one of the big things there, because it's on the bend there where Hoyt Farm Road is. So hopefully that might be worked out, but I'm sure that will be coming up in 2 weeks again, a couple weeks again at the planning board meeting, because that's probably one of the big things they have on the agenda. Other than that, that was really all I have. The only thing I would have brought up for events, but Tyler already talked about it. The National Night Out. Did anybody have anything else they wanted to bring up? And I don't believe we have a non-public, right? We had one earlier today. Correct?
Yep.
So I guess that's it. That's what you call a quick meeting. We had the non-public earlier. So we'll close the meeting.
On the town manager's report.
They didn't have one today.
Didn't have one?
So we'll close the meeting at 6:19. Thank you, everyone. Have a good week. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night out at the event out at Park for the night out.